Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello. Hello there, dear goddess. How are you for this Twin Flame Tuesday? You know, here I do my best sometimes when I do my readings to be calm and subdued. And I'm just me. And that's what you're here to be, goddess, is you. Just as I'm here to be me, you're here to be you. You are not made to fit into a box. You are here to discover who you are and let that little light, let that big light shine bright in this world. Apparently that is the message to start off for this Twin Flame Tuesday, because again, it is about you coming home to you. And then on this twin flame journey along with you all, I know self-love empowerment. I got that shit down. Am I perfect at implementing it every single moment? Absolutely not. I am an imperfectly perfect human, as are you, right? We are perpetually going and growing in this experience, as we, step into a new experience, a new circumstance. Well, we have new challenges. There's new opportunities for growth presented us every moment we have, right? And it's up to us to allow ourselves to expand and grow. And all right. So you are, and that was it. The twin flame journey. I had a moment where an actual twin flame mentor, like that is her focus, is specifically twin flame union. I am self-love empowerment coach on a journey to twin flame union because union is within. But my challenge has been because of my sabotages towards men, and oh my God, is this mirrored in my counterpart very much when those triggers, those patterns want to sabotage. And they will. Oh, they do. But it's recognizing that I am the catalyst every bit of this way. And yes, it is a self-love empowerment journey. And it is about you coming home to union within in order to come into union with your twin. But it literally, in order to get to union with our twin, we have to come to union within. And so we have to go through that. That's the path to it. So yes, you want to have that vision of union with your twin. However, it's also vital that you have the vision of what your side of the mission is, what your soul purpose is, because each and every one of us have a soul purpose. And then as twin flames, we have a unified mission, but each our own soul purpose, earth missions, they mesh, they unify into an even greater mission. So it really is, again, about you coming home to union within, you finding that power in yourself so that divine feminine and divine masculine can rise together empowered. But that power is within each of us. So have I just confused the hell out of you? Probably, possibly, but that's okay. The real objective here is to recognize that the pathway to coming into union with your twin is about turning within and going through coming into union within yourself. That is how we get to union with our twin. And that anything we do inside of ourselves, any reconnecting with our true selves is what is also impacting and influencing our beloved masculines to do the same. Like, we are the awakened ones. We are the ones who understand and honor the intentionality of this journey. And so that is where your power truly is, dear goddesses, in responsibility, in accepting responsibility, which gives you the ability to respond. It empowers you to choose, to make a conscious choice how you are showing up with your twin, how you are showing up in any area of your life, how you're showing up for you, because that's very much going to be mirrored in your twin. And did I need to see that myself in oh my goodness, I repelled him so bad almost 2 weeks ago, and I am still cleaning up the wake of destruction from that. It literally, like the vision that I had, the visual that I had when I did this, and I saw it after the fact. It's kind of like a child discovering new powers in some essence. So a whole up-leveled, magnitude of power. It was this whole vision of when superheroes just put their hand out to make the bad guy go away. That was exactly what that was like. All this energy just made him just go flying. And I literally saw the vision. So dear Goddess, again, and as a result, he has felt far away, and he has not been reaching out to me like he was that day and before, because I, the catalyst, brought some detrimental shit into the connection. It's one thing that, when our counterpart does it, who does not fully grasp the responsibility of the role that he is playing in this experience here, or in their own lives, and in this connection between us, right? And my twin doesn't fully recognize that yet at all. He definitely knows that by my sending him positive energy, loving energy, he receives it. He has acknowledged this more than once. So, it's actually really exciting. Really quick to my newbies here. My name is Rochelle Richard, and I guide you into and through finding your power in every moment. I am a self-love empowerment coach, a highly intuitive empath, a starseed, a twin flame goddess, rising and thriving into her power, her mission, and true soul purpose on this planet. And regardless of what my counterpart is up to. And it has been challenging AF, okay? Just gonna say that. I wasn't looking for him. I was not one of those goddesses that was like, oh my gosh, where's my twin flame? I didn't even believe in them before. But until 9 months into our connection, when, that whole Dark Night of the Soul twin flame edition really started to choke the life out of us, you could say. But it was more so, it was choking the life. The ego death, that's Dark Night of the Soul space. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to quit shuffling here and let's just dive in, right? So strength right here. It's realizing, dear Goddess, you are so much stronger than what you have been taught to believe you are, or what you clearly believe you are. Like I said, when I saw that vision so clearly that was what I had just energetically done, I had to also go through a purge, a tower moment process of recognizing that, I did that. I am responsible for repelling him, and now he's at a distance. I impacted this. All right? And that can be challenging to accept. Right? So we have to work through those things, those beating ourselves up and saying, oh my God, I knew better. Well, yes and no. Again, when you have been programmed to believe that you're not very strong, that you do not have power over your reality, over your experience, over your thoughts, your emotions, your energetic state of being, then of course you're not going to recognize how truly strong you are, Goddess. And the key to really seeing this strength in you is to simply allow yourself to begin to say, I am growing stronger and stronger every day. I am recognizing my strength more and more every day. I am seeing my powers expand more and more every day. Whatever affirming statement or statements you need to create for yourself that aligns you with the truth of you, that's going to allow you to see that strength. Because that's all it is, Goddess, is you have blinders over your eyes that your ego is casting a shadow. That's our shadow self, right? That's the part of us that keeps us small, wants to keep us in that box. Such as for me, when it comes to men, oh, he's going to hurt you, so whoosh, just forget it. Just repel him as far away as possible instead of having patience. Having patience with your counterpart is actually going to be reflected in the patience that you have in your own experience. patience with yourself, patience with divine unfolding, whether it is your twin flame journey, which I get it, goddess, I get that. And especially right now, it is so very challenging for me, I confess, because he's in India, I'm here, and even though I have a visa, I can't go to India right now, and we don't even know if or when they're ever going to start processing visitor visas for him to come here again without the New World Order in effect and, you know, putting poison in our bodies and such. So, I mean, it's not that we're not already putting poison in, but I digress. It really truly is looking at yourself and your experience and your role in your experience. So just there in that moment, I could have kept going down that path that did not feel good. Could you feel that? Could you feel the heaviness of that? Where we started to actually almost take stair steps going down. You don't want to go there because our power isn't down there, goddess. Our power is instead staying up in the light and saying, hey, I am choosing to be right here in this present moment. Because it is in this present moment that I can connect with my power, my strength, my clarity, my knowing, my patience, trusting that divine timing is at work, and especially, oh dear goddess, especially this twin flame journey. You see, our egos, the soul is infinite. When we transition from this world, the ego does not go with us. The ego does die. That which we perceive death to be. All right? It is the end of the ego aspect of ourselves. And that is exactly the side of yourself that is obsessed with how much time you have. That you need to be hurrying and getting things done, that it has to happen yesterday. That's all ego, goddess, which means that is not in your soul space. That is not you in your source power space, your twin flame connection space, your twin flame union space. All right. So when you are outside of the limitations of what we perceive time to be, because time is not linear at all right, then that is recognizing that that is ego. When you can step back into that soul space, you can be connecting with your counterpart. And even I have recognized in myself that I've not been super patient. That's why I repelled him instead of having compassion. Having compassion and really in that place, recognizing that he is processing through his dark night of the soul. And he's been in his dark night of the soul for, well, since he met me. Because he's been very, very, very resistant a lot. Like he'll open up a little bit and he will take in some. And then that just, it triggers so much in him that contradicts what he's been brought up to believe. So he and I both signed up for some very intense templates, religion being one of those. His very much deep in the social constructs of culture, where he's required to pick a wife and it has to be of a certain age, a certain, class, a certain, there's a word for it in India, but it's like the definition for a certain class in society that he's supposed to choose from, which obviously is completely contradictory to everything that he is and what he knows in his soul is calling him to do. And what I learned this morning that I want to share with all of you from a twin flame specific mentor is that as true twin flames, when we reject, and this is exactly what happened, is I pushed him away. And all of a sudden, shit got all kind of wonky. It wasn't pretty. It was not pretty. I repelled him and shit hit the fan for a minute. And come to find out, which this makes perfect sense, when we repel that which is our other half as twin flames, then all hell breaks loose. Like we are creating an imbalance because we are rejecting, we are repelling us. So we are literally resisting ourselves. We're pushing our own self away. And so when you do that, that creates this imbalance, which means there is an imbalance within you. And I was like, whoa. And when there's that imbalance in your twin, and you know you don't have control over him specifically, you can't trust me. Believe me, my ego has tried, sister, and I'm all about that. Do not use the word try. Try is an escape hatch. So that's why I'm using it right now, because I have tried to get RV to do the journaling, do the visualizing, and be like, baby, this is what we did to get to Goa. This is what I did. We did it my way to get to Goa, or well, universe's way. We did it source's way, manifesting and all of this wonderful, oh my gosh, scripting and intentional manifestation. And just, I have an entire guide that actually it's being expanded into a starter, a power starter, like a little power starter course. The Healing Twin Flames Rise and Thrive Manifesting with Self-Love Power Starter. So it literally is a place for you to start really building up your power, reclaiming your power, and creating intentionally the life you desire. So I'm working on getting that, but all of these things that I utilized and implemented to get to India. So I led the way. And then when we met, it triggered, which is supposed to, right? It activates all this shit that we need to purge, that we need to clear, all these blocks, all these sabotaging programs that are blocking union. And one of those for me was, such subconscious things as men know better than women. And when I got back from Goa, I ended up basically letting him lead. And here we are more than 2 years later, and he has yet to get his visa to come here, meaning he wants to do it his way. And he believes certain ways to get it. And I'm like, no, I'm doing research and that is not what it is. So people are telling you wrong, which he's getting advice from people who have not been to America, who have not gotten a visit. When you take advice from someone about something who has never done what you want to do, that is the wrong person to get advice from. All right. Kind of like a business professor teaching how to run a business, but has never actually ran a business. It doesn't work that way. And that's what New Earth energy is all about, is full authentic expertise, wisdom, an understanding of an art form, such as myself being a self-love empowerment coach. I'm a former pimped out, drug-addicted prostitute, misdiagnosed bipolar, turned into a zombie, a mother's mistake, all these things. So I know, I live that. I live the life of a self-love empowerment coach. I live that life as a self-love empowerment student. Okay, so I have the understanding. And wow, I went off on a fun little tangent. But seriously, it's that place of recognizing that I really don't know where we were going with that. So we're just going to move forward. Recognizing that the strength is within you, but you've got to allow yourself to see it. And as you are building up to this, to have patience with yourself, have compassion for yourself and your twin, because dear goddess, what you have for you is the same you're going to show him in especially those moments when you are triggered, like I was. It was wonderful. And I'm telling you this, even though I was about ready to cry. But it was that place of going, oh, he just triggered something that needed healed. Thank you, my love. Thank you. You just showed me a wound that I need to heal. So thank you so much, right? Because that's what we're doing. We're cleaning out an infection of a wound. When something gets triggered over and over, you're cleaning out infection that has been created in a wound that you ignored. Because you were not taught that you need to feel it to heal it. We were actually told that we need to suppress and repress. Do not express. No, express yourself. No Madonna. Yet, actually, you're supposed to. You're supposed to express your feelings. There's actually greater strength in vulnerability than there is in not being vulnerable, than there is to being closed off. It takes a much stronger person to be open and vulnerable and transparent. And here we are, the self-love empowerment. You, dear goddess, have to be the one to recognize that power is inside you. that you are the catalyst in your connection with your twin. I assure you, that was where we were with that imbalance aspect. Is the imbalance in the connection is you as the one who is the intentional creator in the connection. You get to be the one to create the vision that you desire with your twin. And this vision also means you are anchored in your power individually. So you clarify what your vision is, what your mission is, what your purpose is, because that is going to tie together with your twin. But you've got to be coming home to you so that your twin can be coming home to him. And then both of you come into union together. And I swear, dear goddess, the more I do the work on me, the more I shift, the more I pivot, the more I clarify these things every time. Every single time he mirrors that in me. So you are a goddess. Love every part of you. I love that it says this on this card. Love every part of you. Right? Begin to love your strengths and your weaknesses. Begin to love the lessons that you are being given, the challenges you are being presented with. Begin to love all the ways that you have gotten yourself to where you are right now. Begin to acknowledge how strong you are. Begin to acknowledge how beautiful you are. That is something that I read, and a man, when they really love you, they will tell you real words like, you are so beautiful. They don't use words like hot and sexy. Those are, and having been a former prostitute, let me tell you, sister, it is a much more authentic compliment for someone to tell you that you're beautiful rather than someone to say you're hot. I mean, you're hot. Even when I say the words, I get completely different energies and completely different visuals in my mind. And my love, he tells me I'm beautiful. He definitely tells me I'm beautiful. So it's, even though he has this battle raging inside of him about being allowed to be with me, which I am clearing that. You bet your bottom dollar, goddess, I am clearing that. And I just happened to look at this, and it was 22:22 on my timer on my phone. That's great. So you, goddess, being the awakened twin, being the one that's truly, and when I say awakened, it doesn't mean like my twin, he is awakened to our connection. He definitely recognizes the energetic connection between us, but it still freaks him the fuck out, number one. And number two, he's having such a battle inside of him because there are the societal expectations, the social and the familial expectations. So his family and his society that have brought him up to believe that he needs to fit into this box. And I am definitely not in that box. They did not give him permission to be with me. And that is a very big deal in their culture. So here he is torn. He wants to be with me. He wants this vision with us, but he's just been so programmed that he has to please his parents. He has to please his parents. It's what they want. And that's really quite devastating to me. But that's part of his mission. This is how, another way I know that he and I are twin flames, because we are both very much rooted in self-love empowerment. Very much. It is about each of us. I see the mirror, the parallels so clearly in our journeys of the lessons that we each have to learn, and then what we are learning together. It is very much it's so amazing. Like, I had visions within the first 2 to 3 weeks of him and I connecting and beginning to exchange energy through conversation and chat and video and picture and such. And I woke up from a vision. I woke up from a dream, from a vision of him and I traveling the world on stages together, sharing each our individual stories and our story of coming into union together and what that was like for us. But this card really is about recognizing, again, you as the catalyst, goddess. You've got to be the one to set your point of attraction. You want to get a higher vibrational experience in this physical realm with your counterpart. You've got to be the one to set that point of attraction. You've got to be the one to get clear on what your vision looks like and be anchoring to that every single day. And when I say vision, I mean not just the one with your twin, but the one that's yours as well. And this entire thing connects. And Goddess, I am here to guide you into and through discovering that clarity. That is I love clarity. Clarity is so fucking empowering. I mean, I'm just telling you right now. And look, here's a card for more clarity, a mirror. Because your twin is your mirror. So who or what is triggering you? You know, like I said, he definitely will mirror these last 2 weeks. And so I'm about to really embark on this really amazing, energetic experience with him to be like, okay, let's do this. Because now I can see, like I literally felt like Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman with PMS that day 2 weeks ago almost, where I was just like, oh my God. Oh wait, I was. I literally was, Goddess, because I started my period 4 days later. Oh, that explains a lot. No wonder. Wow, I was all like, so yeah, oh. This card is my favorite card in the entire deck, only because this was the card that delivered the message that I needed to have right before going to India, because yet again, I was about to sabotage it and say, forget it, I'll be out the money, I don't need to go, this is crazy, I can't believe I'm going to fly around the world for a guy, and oh my God, but yet I feel like I've known him forever, and it doesn't make sense, but he's home, and I got to... And I was cleaning up, having done a session with a client, and this deck was crying out to me. And I looked up at the universe and I said, you know what? No beating around the bush. No sugarcoating. Lay it out. Dear Goddess, I share this story with you so that you can understand that when you ask the universe for specific intervention, it can provide for you. It can do that for you. But the law of intervention is a thing. Our divine counterparts on the other side, our spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, they cannot intervene unless we invite them in. It has to be requested intervention. So I shuffled that deck. I pulled this card came out. You're going somewhere sacred, rite of passage. I opened the book because I was fairly new to this deck and I hadn't fully created this beautiful symbiosis with it yet, as I have now. And the very first line about this card in that book is, there is a temple in India. I said, all right, I'm going to India. Dear Goddess, again, I reiterate that I share that story with you to recognize the power that you have, how strong you are, the power within you. You are a creator here. And you co-create with the universe, source, the ascended masters, your guides, you know, all and everything. But you've got to be the one to allow for this to take place. You've got to be the one to allow yourself to see this connection, to see this strength, and have patience and compassion with yourself as you are rising into your feminine energy. All right? But you got to go first. And that's the thing about this, Goddess, is again, you've got to be the one to jump. You've got to be the one to take that action. It is not, oh, I will do that when this happens. It's, no, I'm going to do it now. And I'm trusting, I trust, I surrender, I say yes, that the universe has my back. Because it does. And to affirm this, look throughout your life. And all those times you thought it was going to end horribly. Or you thought, oh, that was close. I got a few of those. And I'm sure you do too. So look at all the times that the universe was actually there to catch you. So trust your intuition. What keeps poking at you? What is the whisper? What is the nudging? The niggle? Trust it. That is your true self. That is your true self, Goddess. So again, get out of your own way. All right? Because again, you are more powerful than what you've been taught to believe you are. You are a starseed, Goddess. Twin flames, we are starseeds. We are not from here. We volunteered for this mission to assist with the ascension of humanity and Gaia from 3D to 5D to New Earth. You volunteered for this mission. You are here for a reason. You have a purpose for being here. So, dear Goddess, I'm going to pull some numbers that are going to be, you want to be on the lookout for these puppies, and I will be sure to check below and see what the meanings are. Oh my goodness. So 27 and 902, and I can tell you right now that 27 is a very special number for myself that ties into 927, 27 being the number for self-expression. All right, and 27 also equals 9, the end of a cycle. All right, so I will also dive deeper into those, so check the description below. And 902, find your brave. 902, just like 222 is keep the faith, 902 is find your brave. Find your brave. Recognize the strength within you. You are so much braver than you believe. You're so much stronger than you think. All right? You are the only one that is keeping yourself from truly seeing the strength and power within yourself. Remember, you are not from here, Goddess. You are so powerful, but you've got to be the one to recognize this power and step into it. You are the one who has to make the conscious choice to rise and thrive. And I am here to support you in that endeavor, in that incredible divine journey. You can book your own intuitive clarity coaching session at empowermentexperiences.com. And I don't know where the and was coming to. Oh, and there we go. And it can be about any challenge you're faced with. Twin flame connection specific, because it's all self-love empowerment. It's all about looking for and finding your power in every moment. And I am so grateful that that is one of my great gifts, is to be able to assist you and guide you into and through finding your power in every moment. And that is what I get to do during these wonderful intuitive clarity coaching sessions that I do. They're 75 minutes long, and we start, because I love to explain this, I love how they go. We start simply by, you get a chance, you get the floor. You know, you get to have a voice. All right, you get to let it out. What's your frustrations? What are your challenges? Just get it out, express it. And then we do some reviewing of that, some coaching on that, some guidance there, and then we consult the cards, angel numbers, animal messengers, whatever I'm divinely guided to incorporate during that call. And the card, they always affirm the coaching that we just had. Like literally they echo, like trust, strength, patience, these things, they echo what the coaching was. It's absolutely phenomenal. So that said, dear Goddess, you can book your session at empowermentexperiences.com and really begin to reclaim your power today, because by simply taking that action, you're already creating that forward momentum, that forward movement. You're already taking the necessary inspired action, listening and trusting that niggle so that you actually create a different result. So you actually can get unstuck and really truly be rising and thriving into your power and creating an amazing life for yourself, regardless of where we are in this crazy wild ride of this journey of ascension. So that said, dear Goddess, thank you so much for liking and subscribing, liking this video, subscribing to my channel. Every Tuesday, Thursday morning at 7:17 a.m. Arizona time, currently Mountain time in the winter months. At 7:17 a.m., the readings are published. And then for Sign Off Sunday, Super Sign Sunday, I actually published that on Saturday evenings at 7:17 p.m. Arizona time. So be sure to check those out. Go follow me on Instagram. Obviously, like I said, subscribe here on YouTube. I am also on Pinterest. That's it, Healing Twin Flames. I am also, and Instagram is Healing Twin Flames and Empowerment Experiences. So I kind of I'm still doing both. But that said, dear Goddess, thank you so much for sharing this invaluable, irreplaceable time with me. And I appreciate you. I acknowledge you. I see you. I cheer for you. I want you to know that you are doing an amazing fucking job. And don't ever let anybody tell you different. Okay? That you are exactly where you are supposed to be in your journey. And that you are the reason why you've made it as far as you have. Because if you weren't holding on, if you weren't as strong as you haven't really let yourself believe you are, then you wouldn't be where you are. So use that as a reframe for yourself to go, wait. I'm the one constant that's been in my life every moment of every day. I'm the reason why I'm where I am. Yes, we have the influence of those around us, but were it not for you and your strength to keep fighting, to keep taking those steps forward, you wouldn't be here. So celebrate yourself, Goddess. I celebrate you. That said, go create amazing. Because as I am here to remind you, the power is in your hands because it's always been inside you. Namaste.